How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to Jeremy Hustles. My name is Jeremy, and in today's video, I am going over my video editing workflow for my reviews in the Amazon Influencer Program. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so here we are. I personally use Adobe Premiere. I've been using Adobe Premiere for a long time now, and it just seems to work best for me. A lot of people ask all the time, what's the best video editing software? What's the best camera? And I will tell you, if I didn't have the knowledge I have, because that is something that you need to know about me, is I've been a content creator for years. I have a nice camera, I have good lighting, I know everything it takes to make a good video. However, as I've shared in my lessons learned video, do not get caught up in the need to have all the latest and greatest technology. All a person needs to start making videos and being successful in the Amazon Influencer Program is a good smartphone and CapCut. If you can figure those two things out, you're going to do just fine in the program. A lot of people just overthink this and way overproduce when it comes to the review videos. There is a time and a place for a ton of edits and a ton of editing and just high-end stuff. I personally don't like it. That's not my style. And so I wanted to share with you guys my process in basically editing down my Amazon reviews. It is extremely simple. So I'll show you guys a couple of my little tips in working with Adobe Premiere Pro. I can't show you CapCut and all that because I don't use it. Most of my reviews are done just as you're seeing me right now, and I edit them right on my computer. I film them to my computer, so it's very simple, very seamless. I use Streamlabs OBS as the software. I have an Envato Camlink 4K video camera capture. So I run my Canon EOS 80D into the Camlink, which is just a capture card from Envato, and then down and automatically film it right into Streamlabs OBS using that capture card and my camera. Then I upload the footage here into Adobe Premiere. So we're going to start here. Maybe at some point I will go over the, the camera, and go over that in a little bit more detail, but this is really focused on my actual Premiere Pro workflow. So we're going to start a new project, and it's going to ask me to title it. So we're going to call this, and I just filmed this review, and I might go make a separate video for how I film everything, but I just did a review on the Glamfield Stanley tumbler straw toppers. So we're gonna go tumbler. Whoops, I don't need that all in caps. Tumbler cap review. Name it whatever you want. I save it to Jeremy Reviews, and I hit movies because it saves all of my movie files right in here. Look for the date. It is 1/19. Creation date. So that's going to be down here, 1/19. And we're going to hit create. So I import the footage that I filmed. So I had to cut there. I got some weird error, so I had to restart Premiere. But we've got the footage loaded in. All you're going to do once it's loaded is you're going to drag that out onto the timeline. And here's how easy it is. So hot tool, if you hold down Alt and use your scroll wheel, you can zoom in on the footage, and then take off Alt, and then your scroll wheel will just scrub through the footage. So first thing I do is trim the beginning. So you can scrub through and get to the starting point you want. So I usually start it just a hair before I start speaking. But if you are on the arrow tool, if you just hit the letter C, that brings in your cut tool, and you just move your time or your marker here to where you want on the timeline and just clip right there. Then you can right click, and if you do clear, it'll just remove that block. But if you do ripple delete, it moves everything to the front of the timeline, or shifts it to where it's everything's compressed and moved up. So then, hey there, it's Jeremy. So it starts right there, and I'll watch through it. Now, I did this one in one take. I know that I nailed it. I don't need to do anything. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold down Alt again, scroll wheel down to shrink all the footage. And I'm going to go all the way to the back here. They work great for what they are. And that's the end of it. And you can clear the end. That's my editing, you guys. Nothing fancy. I'm not adding in memes. I'm not doing anything. I want it to look and feel, when somebody goes to it on the Amazon product page, I want them to feel like I genuinely own the product and am doing a review on it. I don't want them feeling like I'm a company that's giving product specs and, you know, all of that stuff. I want it to feel like a review by a real person. And that's, again, what I feel like a lot of people are doing, is way overthinking the production. I literally took this in one take. Now, if there was a point in the video footage, like when I was doing it, if there was a point, I always take mental notes. So like, okay, I know I need to go back and look for that spot and edit it out before I post it. So then I'll, you know, try to find that spot, scrub it through, and then I'll literally clip, right click, ripple, delete. That's all I do. It's that simple, you guys. I don't put fancy fades, transitions, anything. I want it to look as seamless in one take as I can. So that's it. I don't put filters on it. I don't color it any different. Everything you see is the way my camera saw it and picked it up. So it really is as simple as that, you guys. I really believe that in this game, less is more. Be authentic. Be you. Do what's within your wheelhouse. Like if you don't have Premiere Pro, find any free software. That's all I do, is I cut the front end, I cut the back end, and cut out any bits and pieces in the middle if I remember there being a spot. But typically, I do it all in one take, so I don't have to edit it. So what'll happen is if I screw up, I'll redo the whole thing, because we're talking 30 seconds to 2 minutes, you guys. It's not that hard to redo it. It's not like, you know, a 1 hour long dissertation on the price of rice in China. It's literally 30 seconds to 2 minutes talking about something you know, use, and love, obviously. So it shouldn't be that hard to just go through it in one take. If you mess up, start over again. Get it right and make your editing process a lot simpler. Simplify your flow and focus on getting more videos out. As I said in my lessons learned in my first month video, do not focus on quality over quantity. When you are starting, quantity is king. Get as many reviews up and going as possible, because, as I said before, we are not in control. Amazon's in control. Only thing we can control is how many videos we post. If we're not making enough money, we need to post more videos. It's that simple. Obviously, if you are, and one thing I didn't say in that video, if you are spending money on products to review, then you need to take some time, do product research, make sure that you are buying the right product, because you could very well be wasting your time and you will not recoup it in the review process. But I hope this helps you guys. If it did, if you got any value out of this, I would implore you to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos, as I want to offer as many real practical advice, tips, tricks, and workflows to make your life easier in the Amazon Influencer Program. So I appreciate you guys watching till the end, and we will see you guys in the next video. Take care.